now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me change. Don't turn off the sound if I turn off the music. There you go. Okay. Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Game 3, and I'm with K-Man, aka Ken.
And today we're, you know what I'm saying, me and Game 3 are gonna be talking about like our theories about Spider-Man No Way Home and like how we feel how this movie's gonna go. Me and Game 3 both haven't really seen any spoilers. You're right?
Nope.
Am I right?
Nope.
We haven't seen any spoilers.
I don't want to either. Nope.
Yeah, we don't want to. We don't like that. We like having the first experience in the movies, so we haven't read no spoilers. The only thing we kind of know is Andrew and Toby. Like that's what we kind of know that they're in that type shit, right?
Right.
So that's the only thing we know, and everything else we have about this movie are about trailers, how we like, you know what I'm saying, how we analyze trailers and what we think is gonna happen. So
yeah. This is. And that's another thing about it though, is that it's gonna be just like those kind of vibes like from you know, Endgame, because you never know what to expect. So it's, and so far everyone been giving a great views on it, and I haven't watched them either. I haven't watched none of those videos or nothing, because I want to be surprised when I go see it. And so but my biggest thing is that this Tom Holland, you know, this Spider-Man in the MCU, he hasn't like experienced like actual failure, like he actually failed at something, like, you know what I mean, like like really failed, like, or caused somebody to die. But Tobey Maguire, you know, their virgins and Andrew Garfield's, they've done that. They already been through that. You know, Tobey Maguire's version, he actually could have stopped that from happening to Uncle Ben. Like, he could have stopped that. And then with Andrew Garfield, exactly, and it was his fault. And in a way, it was his fault.
And also Andrew as well, because he didn't stop the guy from robbing the store. You know what I'm saying? So he shot Uncle Ben, or Andrew's Uncle Ben. So both of them suffered a lot. And that's the thing about Tom's Spider-Man. We didn't see Uncle Ben die. We didn't see him get bitten. We didn't see him before the spider bite type shit like we did with Andrew and Toby. So what I'm hoping in this movie is that we actually see Uncle Ben. I don't need a full story about how he got the spider, because we already kind of know, but I want to at least see him suffer the consequences of losing Uncle Ben. Like, damn, Uncle Ben, he died. I wish I had him right now. You know what I'm saying? I really hope something like that happens.
Yeah, cause I think we're gonna get it though. That's the thing about it though. We're gonna get that. And my thing is too, is like I wanted to see more. Like, if they, I think if that's only if they would show it, but like actually, if he actually breaks down on somebody that he really loves, like, I end up dead. But I mean, like, not actually like we see it on the screen. But what I'm trying to get around is if by any chance we're going to get that side of him, that all that weight, all that pressure, and that's like tons of pressure on him, and already accused as a murderer on you know, as of, you know, Mysterio and shit. So, but my thing is I wonder if we're gonna get that on this film. I mean, the pressure got to be real though, man.
One shot we see from him, it was like him in the rain. In the first shot of the trailer,
on the trailer,
yep, and he was like beat down. I think that's his breaking point right there.
Right, that was his breaking. Yeah.
I feel like it can't be Ned. It has to be someone super significant, like Happy or Aunt May. It has to be one. Personally,
man.
to me, I don't want that to happen. But if something bad like Aunt May dying happened to Peter Parker, you know how dark. I mean, how dark this movie can get if Aunt May died.
Bro, that would honestly, bro, that would actually remind me of fucking the Spider-Man game, because that was his biggest. I mean, that was a big part of his life right there, was Aunt May. That was all he had. And like, you know, of course, you know, you have your girlfriend, and then you know, you have your friends, but you have your family, your actual bloodline, your actual family members. I think that's probably different. But I mean, I don't know. But I mean, well, in a way I do know, but it's like that's his blood, like that's his aunt. Like that's the only thing he have left. He don't have his mother or father, and we don't even know what happened to them on the MCU. But you know, that's even more crazy just to think about, though.
But like, you know, in the Spider-Man game, the difference is, you know, the difference between, well, not Andrew's, but the difference between Toby's and, you know, the Spider-Man PS4 game.
Yep.
They all, like, Toby was in high school for like 10 minutes in the movie.
Yep.
And then in Spider-Man PS4, he was already 10 years as Spider-Man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
10 years.
So Tom Holland has been Spider-Man for what, 3 years, maybe?
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep.
And so that means he lost Uncle Ben. And then 3 years later, he lost Aunt May. That's gonna be worse on someone like you know, like Tom. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, and that's in a young age too. That's in a young age, and like that, and you see, and especially what's going on right now. Like, just imagine that, though. Can you just imagine that? You just lost your biggest, I mean, the biggest hero in your entire life, like your mentor, I should say.
Tony. Yep.
You just lost Tony. That was way more sad on him on that end. But if that's anybody else on his friend side or aunt, I'm telling you, that's a done deal, bro. That is a done deal. I can't see him continuing.
Bro, like, this movie really has the potential to be one of the greatest Spider-Man films of all time, to be honest. Because not only do you explore the way of Tom Holland, his identity is already revealed, right? His identity is already revealed.
Yep.
He will, and this is speculation, everybody. But let's say he loses Aunt May. He has his identity revealed. He has to face Green Goblin, what's his name? Dr. Octopus, the Lizard, Electro, Sandman, and that's tough on anybody. And this Spider-Man is still young and impressionable. He still makes mistakes. We've seen that in the last two movies. He still makes mistakes, hella mistakes. And imagine the guilt. Last movie we seen him. Remember when he got tricked by Mysterio and he was like crying to happy?
Exactly.
This would be 10 times more than that. And he was bawling. He was broken. Imagine what's gonna happen in this movie when he loses all of that. That's
and he's in his young age, and you see, and listen, they keep, and I'm gonna tell you this though. They keep saying, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, that, oh, we're not in this movie. We are not in this movie at all. We're not in there. And I mean, I'm going to tell you something. If they do pop up on here, which me and you both know, there's no fucking way he's fighting all of them by himself, man. There's no way. And the top of all, you got Electro. That's over there on Andrew Garfield's timeline. And like... My thing is that, can you just imagine all of them in the same room or in a certain scenes, bro? That chemistry. Like, I mean, and you remember watching all of their movies. Like, that's going to be insane, man. I swear, bro. That's going to be one of the most biggest moments of my life. And like... And I mean, I'm just saying, if that actually does happen, though, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go insane to the point where I'm not gonna leave my seat. I'm gonna stay right there when I'm watching this. Like if I see any glimpse of them, I'm just gonna go ham. And then my thing is all the suits. Now, I know for a fact that we're gonna get those suits where where the black suited, and then I think the black gold one, right, and then the other one, the up to date one. So I just wonder how that's gonna roll in. I wonder how that's gonna go.
To be honest, if I'm gonna make a theory on how he gets that suit, that go-to kind of reminds me of like a lightened down Iron Spider suit. You know what I'm saying? Like an unarmored Iron Spider suit. So maybe we've seen in the trailer that Dr. Octopus and Spider-Man face each other. Let's say Dr. Octopus that's like unreplaceable. So where he would need the black suit, but then when Andrew and Toby come in, let's say that would be an impactful moment of all of them making that suit. And I think that's like I don't know if that would happen, but that would be crazy. I think I would cry for that. Like
yeah, exactly. But my thing is, here's a question that I have for you though. Which timeline do you think? The Tobey Maguire version. What timeline do you think that he would come in at this movie? I'm just saying, what timeline you think that would be? Like either the Spider-Man 3 one or 2, or what you think?
I don't think I personally would not want Tobey to come from the Spider-Man 3 universe or the Spider-Man 2.
Right.
I really hope that he comes from 10 years later type shit. I really hope that happens because this is why I'll say this because Toby is such an impactful character that Game 3, you grew up with him. A lot of people grew up with him.
Yep.
And so they I don't think they would want to feel 10 years in the past. They would want Toby to feel like if they're bringing Toby in, they will want him to be the same age as the teenagers from 2001 or kids from 2001 type shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Andrew is a different story because he still looks the same to me. So he would probably stay the same age.
Yeah.
He would probably come from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 universe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think Toby comes from 10 years later type shit. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Is like 10 years later, and I mean 10 years right after number 3, bro. You are so right, bro. I think so too, because it would make sense. It would make sense if they actually do that. And my question would be is if MJ and them still together, or after them 10 years, and are they married, or but me and you both know what happened on Spider-Man into the Spideyverse now. What happened right there, bro, because that other Tobey Maguire, that other Peter Parker in that timeline was that storyline. It was too sad. Yeah.
He was 20. It was 20 years of him being Spider-Man. I think that was a 20-year one, right? He was fat. He didn't have MJ. He got divorced by her.
Yep.
He was very depressed.
Yep.
So I don't think that will happen with with Toby, but I feel like they're gonna be. I feel like when we see Toby, he'll be like at his house, or maybe MJ, maybe, and then you see a picture of, because in the comics, not Toby, but Spider-Man has a daughter. In the future.
Yeah.
Maybe in a future movie, or it's a lot of possibilities. But I feel like Toby will be 10 years later.
10 years later. I'm gonna tell you this though. Now let's get back to the villains real quick. Okay, on DC, who was on Batman's side? Who was his greatest villain of all time? The greatest villain. That's Joker, right? Okay. And in the Spider-Verse, bro, that's Green Goblin. This is the reason why. Yeah, here's the reason why is Green Goblin. Here's why. One, on the comics, Green Goblin fucking did that shit on purpose to Gwen Stacy. That made Peter Parker so angry to the point where he want revenge for what happened. So just think about it. Peter Parker believed in not even killing, bro. He believed in no killing at all. And that's this Tom Holland, bro. This Tom Holland really don't believe in killing none of the villains. He just believe in, just like Batman, like you doing time. You do the crime, you gotta do the time. So, my honest opinion, and you know as well as I do, Green Goblin is in this fucking movie. He is in this fucking movie. So I'm gonna tell you this, bro. If anything, if he calls anybody to death, bro, that's gonna be my pick is Goblin. Nobody else but Goblin. There's a reason why he's in here. Why? Go ahead.
You know crazy kid? Yeah. You know, in the first movie, remember he made Peter Parker choose between MJ and the kids. I don't know if you remember that. But
right.
Like
right.
He made him choose. He's evil. He's like he is evil, pure evil when he turns into the Green Goblin. In this movie, it wouldn't shock me, Game 3, if Green Goblin kills Aunt May. It wouldn't shock me.
Man, you know you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And it's not not just Aunt May. I don't want everybody to think, oh, it's just Aunt May.
Or it could be happy, or it could be. It would break my heart if it was his friends, though. That would break my heart even more, though. That would break my heart, bro.
Imagine if Green Goblin kills Ned.
Bro,
that would be crazy.
That was. But at the same time, what's up? But at the same time, you can understand the flood. I mean, the anger build up, and want revenge for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Peter felt, bro, at that moment, knowing that his girlfriend was gone. Like, he wasn't Spider-Man for months. He wasn't even, Andrew, it showed on that movie on the very ending. He was not Spider-Man at all.
Bro, one of the saddest the most beautiful, well, not beautiful, but the most beautiful acting I've ever seen in my entire life is Andrew crying while holding MJ in his arms. It's a beautiful, most emotional scene I've ever seen in my entire life. Because you see the pain of all of that struggle that he went for her just fall away. And I really, because we already know Tom Holland's gonna stay Spider-Man for another 10 years or something like that. You really know that. Imagine this early having him be so, like, broken.
Yeah.
Like, that would be crazy. And that's what I really want from him.
That's what. And we bro, you're really great on these theories and you be spot on, man. And I'm gonna tell you, it wouldn't surprise me not one bit. We get a lot of those elements, and then like all of a sudden, remember that battle scene between Tobey Maguire and the first movie between Green Goblin and Spider-Man when they fought. He said, "I offer you friendship, and you spit in my face." When they was fighting all of that and shit, when he about to stab him with that shit. I have a funny feeling we might get that in this movie. Where like he trying to stab him again, like, bro, that would bring back memories, bro, and on the certain timelines. But and in this case, we don't know what they're gonna do on this movie. And like, but my question is this though: will it be almost like Days of Future Past in a way? Because the timelines would change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if this Norman that you know and that I know from on the Tobey Maguire version, if this Norman don't die, then what do you think could happen in the near future? I mean, the timeline is going to be different.
Well, it wouldn't be all MCU timeline, but it would be a Tobey timeline.
Totally, it'd be Tobey timeline different. Yeah. Right. So it'll be a whole difference.
And it really depends because what I think happened, because when you see the trailer, when he's like gliding and his shit is not broken, so he doesn't come from that fight scene. He probably comes like earlier from the Spider-Man 1 movie, like
early
maybe,
one,
early, yeah. So he doesn't know that he's going to die realistically.
That
he
is
know how
true.
He's going to die.
But my thing is, Doctor Strange does, but he does.
Yeah, Doctor Strange does.
So that's why. But bro, that's gonna be insane. No, Doctor Strange does know on the timelines. He does know. That's why I think Tom Holland's version, on this Spider-Man, he probably going to fix that. because like all of these villains. Wait a minute, he's like, wait a minute, that's their fate. Like that's their destiny to die. Like that's what he asked himself. Like is that their destiny to fucking die? So wait a minute, I gotta stop this shit. Cause remember, he's a hero. He would do whatever it takes to save lives. That's why I'm thinking on this movie, that's why you seeing Doctor Strange and you know there's certain scenes on that trailer, you know, they was battling back to back on that fucking box, on that fucking that time portal, whatever that was, because he trying to play some back in that time. And I wonder, and I'm just so wondering on Doc Ock's role in this one, because I'm telling you, I think this is a good Doc Ock, bro. I think that's the same Doc Ock from number 2.
Yeah, it's definitely the same Doc Ock from
exactly.
number 2. And,
like the very ending. Yeah, go ahead.
And I wouldn't be shocked. If, like, you know, I forgot what he said. He said something in the lines of, "I'm not gonna die a monster or a villain."
Right.
Or something.
Right. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
So it wouldn't shock me if they did the same thing, but then this time he doesn't just kill himself. He kills another villain with him. So imagine a Doc Ock versus Green Goblin, a Doc Ock versus Electro, a Lizard, bro.
That would be crazy insane. If that you know, that would be insane. That would be insane. And you know what else would be insane is that all 3 spiders. Just imagine. Just think about this for a second. All of them Spider-Mans in them timelines working together. And like coming up with other ideas, or like you were just saying, or tech or new technology on the suits. Dude, can you just imagine that? Like that's probably gonna be the best moments of my life if we get this on a movie, bro. I'm gonna shed tears, bro. I probably would cry in that movie, bro, cause I fucking remembered their timeline. And like, and you know how they became about, but my only thing would be is on the villains, are they going to change, like in a way, because the timeline. Just remember they are in Tom Holland's. I mean, you know, in the MCU timeline. So like, I mean, anything can go. That's the thing about it.
That's why Doctor Strange is you know Doctor Strange is probably gonna have a lot of multiversal fixing to do, because not if Tom Holland makes like if there's gonna be a mistake that's gonna happen in this movie, that's for sure.
Exactly, that's gonna be a huge mistake. Right.
It really depends on what happens and how significant that problem is, because next movie. You never know. In the Multiverse of Madness, and you know, Sam Raimi is directing the Multiverse of Madness.
That's right.
So it wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me if he had Green Goblin from like something happened with it's crazy the possibilities that can happen with the Multiverse of Madness, like connected with this universe. You know
and remember what I told you, and listen, and remember what I told you. Don't be surprised if Tom Holland's gonna be in that movie too, because I'm telling you that Doctor Strange is all on Spider-Man movie too. And see, there's a reason for this. There's a reason for it. And you see, and another thing is too that I see in them trailers was that that train sequence. You know, when he had the multiple trains going, you never know with that certain scenes. It could actually direct reference on that time when when Tobey Maguire was on that train, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit would be insane if they actually show him in that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think like you said it. I don't think we're gonna get them until probably like the mid, like, you know what I'm saying, like the middle of the movie, like the second half.
I feel like things need to happen to Tom Spider-Man that I think things need to happen to Tom Spider-Man so then he could be like, it would be like, damn. Right. I really need somebody. And Doctor Strange is probably like, who's better to help Peter Parker go through struggle and pain than Peter Parker?
Do you think?
I think Doctor Strange will bring both of them in to like help Tom, recover from all the pain that he will lose in this movie type shit.
Yeah, all the pain, right. So tell me this, bro. Do you honestly think we're gonna get Venom in this bitch, bro?
I'm not gonna lie, Game 3. I deadass, and I'm being deadass with this. I don't think Tom Hardy's Venom is gonna stay, but I think the symbiote is gonna stay.
Right, the symbiote,
that's gonna attach him. I think we're gonna get like a Spider-Man 3 thing where the symbiote goes onto Tom Holland's suit in the next movie, not this movie. But I think they're gonna tease the Venom. I think Venom's gonna be in this movie for at least like 20 minutes, or like at least like a good, decent amount of for at least a decent little time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's what. And you know, that's funny that you said that. And you know, you see, that's the thing about it, bro. Now, to me, I honestly think, like, if we're gonna get a Miles Morales tease, like, this is what I'm thinking. Maybe you probably might think differently, and it's understandable. I keep thinking about that black lady that was in that scene with Tom Holland on that first trailer. Now, I keep thinking to myself that there's no fucking way that that's Miles Morales' mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I keep thinking, you know, there's no way that are they gonna bring him in. And I mean, like, and it would make fucking sense, that scene when Doc Ock, when they in that fucking free on the highway, and he fucking saves his family. Peter saves Miles Morales' family, bro. So that would be a huge spoiler if that actually does happen.
It wouldn't shock me if, you know, what's his name, if, you know, because the Prowler, you know, Donald Glover was in the Homecoming.
Right.
So it wouldn't shock me that they will hype up, because in the comics, I do believe, like, because her dad's a cop, right?
He's a cop. Yeah.
So so it wouldn't shock me if she was Miles Morales' mother.
Yeah.
So because me and you seen that clip of, you know, it was only like 56 seconds.
Yep.
You know, of fucking Doc Ock versus Spider-Man, and she seemed significant. She was like, Peter, help me. And like, I don't feel like they would do that for just one lady. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's too much screen time for one lady, unless she's important. So I think personally she's Miles Morales.
And Beast said on the chat, he said that black lady is his lawyer. Okay, listen. Okay, Beast. So something tells me you probably already seen this movie, didn't you? All right, don't tell us nothing.
To be honest,
but you said what?
No, because I don't think she's his lawyer, because I truly believe, Game 3 and I really believe this, that Matt Murdock, you know, Daredevil,
the attorney of law. The attorney of law, exactly.
Maybe Beast is right. Maybe she is the lawyer, but I don't think so, because Matt Murdock, I think it would be a missed opportunity if Matt Murdock wasn't his lawyer.
Now, and this could be a twist. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if you watched Hawkeye, episode 5.
Oh, no, not yet.
Okay, I won't say anything.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hawkeye episode 5, Kingpin was in it. So, you know, Kingpin and Daredevil, they fought in season 3 of Daredevil. I don't know if you watched Daredevil, the series and shit, but they were
love Daredevil.
They were enemies. Yup.
So you know what that means? Disney is going to grab them then, because it's Wilson Fisk is in it. What the fuck? Bro, I didn't even see that episode yet. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I will watch it. I'll watch it. I'll watch it on here. Yep. But go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
What were you gonna say before?
But you see, it's truly connecting all of the Marvel, and you kept saying that. You kept fucking saying that. Everybody from the Marvel in the Netflix series was all involved with the MCU. And you see, I remember when those series was coming out back in the day. All of them was still coming out during the MCU movies. And I keep saying, bro, they actually linking up with the MCU. Because every single Easter egg that was shown, whether if it was on Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Eric kept showing references of New York being, destroyed by the Tatari, like that great battle of New York. So you see, that's why I kept looking at every single Easter egg on that series, bro. And you telling me now that the Kingpin is in the Hawkeye series, bro? That confirms it all, because that shows that their whole entire storylines on the Netflix series are involved with the MCU. So I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Murdock pop up in that bitch, yo. I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know if you ever watched, but there was like a Marvel's Spider-Man show.
Yeah.
And what's it called on Disney XD. It was, and Iron Fist was in it, and it wouldn't surprise me if in the next movie, if we do lose like Ned and Zendaya, MJ, it wouldn't shock me if Gwen Stacy, Iron Fist, maybe some other people come in the Spider-Man 4. That wouldn't surprise me, because I don't know if anybody remembers, but when Spider-Man first came out in the comics, Gwen Stacy was the first lover, not MJ.
Right, not MJ. It was Green. Yes, you're correct. Yep.
It wouldn't shock me if in Spider-Man 4 we not lose MJ, but it wouldn't surprise me that maybe.
I see what you're saying. You're right. I can see that. I can see that.
Like some way he'll lose, like MJ, or breaks up with her, so she wouldn't get. Like we see it in the trailer that she's about to die. She's really about to die.
And they keep, but that's the thing. They keep showing that multiple occasions that like she's about to close to her end, and that is a direct reference of what happened on the Amazing Spider-Man 2. And that's why I was like, yo, I'm like, bro, they better not do that again, because that would be the most heartbreak of this Tom Holland's version. I mean, the biggest heartbreak. Because in a way he failed, like, you know what I'm saying, like he failed, and that's what makes the Amazing Spider-Man 2 so great in a way, was because that was the first time Spider-Man actually failed. Like, you know what I'm saying, like he failed to save a life, and that he loved so much. Like that's what I'm saying. Are we going to get that on this movie, bro?
I really think how dark. I think it's gonna get dark, Anthony. Really dark. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones that it's gonna become dark.
And
as
it
hell.
Should be.
Yeah,
and it should be.
Of course, 100% it should be. You know what I'm saying? Because if what we've seen in Amazing Spider-Man, we've seen Gwen Stacy die, and that was the first time.
Yeah.
And this is before Avengers: Infinity War, where we've seen a main character fail. Like, fail completely.
Yep, you're right. Say it again.
6 years later, fail, bro. First time we seen a superhero fail saving their loved ones. In Superman, he got Lois. We never seen Lois die.
Exactly.
Because Superman couldn't save her.
Exactly.
We never seen. Who's another one?
We never. And you talking about Batman? Batman failed to try to get Jason Todd. He failed that one. I mean, failed that one. That was go ahead.
We really need. I think this movie in my bones is gonna become sad. Quick.
It is.
It wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me if he loses everything. If he loses Aunt May, Ned, MJ's and
my question is, how he gonna come back from it? Like, you know what I'm saying? How he's gonna come back from it?
I think Toby and Andrew are important. They're not just here to be cameos, fan service. They're here to really help Tom defeat the villains and help him mentally comprehend what's happening to him. And I think that's so like only a Peter can help a Peter do that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. If we even think about, thinking about this right here, like, Green Goblin is going to take him to a dark place, and I have a feeling, bro. Like, I'm serious, and he could do that. That you see, and this is the young Peter Parker he trying to aim at. You know what I'm saying? He can't aim it at Maguire version. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He knowing. But he don't know this other young Peter Parker. He gonna try to push him. But you see, that's what I'm saying, bro. That would be insane. And then knowing that Green Goblin knows what it takes to get to his head, bro. Like, that would get me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That would get me like crazy. Know all the right buttons to push. You know what I'm saying? Killing here, killing there. Yeah, go ahead.
That's something that we really need to, explore on, because Tom Hart, Green Goblin is Joker of this universe.
Yeah, you're right. So,
he is dark, and I feel like Willem Dafoe, the second time going around, he's really, Willem Dafoe is one of the best actors of all time. So I really think he'll make this character dark.
Yeah, so, and I think, and truly, and all of that is still there. And you see, I keep going back to that scene when he had with his son Harry, back in Spider-Man 2. He said you're weak. You just always be weak. You just be weak until you take control. Now you know the truth about Peter. And you see, but my thing is that he's not over what Peter did to him, or probably to his son. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like this, I'm talking about this Green Goblin, right? And they in that timeline. So, but remember what he was going after. He was going after everybody that you love, right? That's why being a hero was so dangerous, because that's what Tobey Maguire kept saying on the very ending. He was like, I just want to be friends. I will always be your friend. Like, I don't want anything to happen to you, because as long as I'm being Spider-Man, you're not protected. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be getting every single night, every single day, bro. Like, you're going to die eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what happened on Andrew Garfield. But I'm telling you this. If it's happy, I'm definitely going to cry. Because that dude actually been in just about all the Iron Man movies, of course. And I know he been in that Spider-Man movie of Homecoming. And he been in how many other movies? So... he been in a lot. So, a lot, it would get me. It would get to me if he actually did, though. But it's even worse for Aunt May. But I want to say this, though, like, out of all the suits, please do y'all best, y'all. Like I want them to go just show it off, bro. I'm gonna stay in my seat watching the whole entire thing, bro. Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you, man, Doctor Strange. Yeah, what do you say? Go ahead.
You might stay in your seat, but if all this shit happens, I'm gonna be standing up, putting my hands up on my head and crying and having so much emotions and shit.
Man, like that one fucking scene, man, like on that trailer that Tom Holland was like going after him by himself. There's no fucking way he's doing that by himself, man. There's no way he's by himself going up against all of those fucking villains, man.
For a damn,
that's crazy, 100%. Bro.
And we seen the kick. We seen the kick of, what's the name, Lizard getting hit in his body, in his neck, faces. It has to be Tom, fucking Spider, all three Spider-Man are fighting them. Tom can't face Sandman, Electro, and what's the other guy, Lizard, by himself. It's just not happening. It can't happen.
Now, I have a question for you. Here's a good one here. I have a question for you. Do you think they will have another movie after this one?
Of course. I feel like we're definitely gonna have a fourth movie with Tom Holland.
No, not with Tom Holland. No, I'm talking about with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
I'm
talking about them two.
Of them solo, or just them two in another movie.
Yeah, them two solo or in another movie. Because here's what I'm saying. Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. Because after the Multiverse of Madness, we don't know where that shit gonna go, bro. We don't know where that shit gonna go. So I'm just gonna tell you like this: half of that, you gotta blame that on fucking on the Loki series. We gotta blame just only a half of that. But whatever Doctor Strange gonna do in this movie, oh yeah, a lot to do with that shit.
You know something? Tobey Maguire. I feel like Tobey Maguire. I think Andrew Garfield 100% though is gonna show up in another movie. I think Tobey could show up in Multiverse of Madness because Sam Raimi is directing it, and the multiverse. Sam Raimi has a movies in the multiverse, so it wouldn't shock me if Tobey's, at least some of the characters from Tobey's universe is in there. It wouldn't shock me that Andrew gets another. I feel like Andrew wouldn't get. I don't think they're gonna give Andrew or Tobey another movie, like their solo movie. But I definitely think they're gonna be in other movies, though. I definitely think they're gonna be.
And guess who's gonna be directing those two? I think Sam Raimi's gonna direct those two. I truly think that. Yep. Go ahead.
Also, what's it called? What's it called? The Spider-Verse movie. The Spider-Verse movie. They can come back and voice act. That wouldn't even take that much time. They can voice act in that movie. They can show up in that movie. In the past movie, they couldn't show up because there was a budget. You know what I'm saying? But they made so much money on the last movie that they can have any Spider-Man they want. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if that Japanese Spider-Man came in from the 70s. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes! That would be insane if they actually do that.
It wouldn't shock me if that Spider-Man came in. They can have every Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm going to tell you this, though. I truly believe if we don't get Miles Morales on this movie, I know one thing, nigga, we're gonna get a damn tease. I know that. I bet you that. But I'm gonna tell you this. But I think that black chick that you saying that she claiming herself, that you saying that she's a lawyer, who knows? Remember, Marvel Spider-Man's, even the movie, even the game, there was a twist. Like of all the characters, like it was a twist of all the characters and what their beings is like, or what they were doing. Like, for an example, Harry Osborn is the symbiote. Like, he's gonna be Venom, right? So think about this, Ken. What if that lawyer actually turned out to be Miles Morales' mother? What if?
I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. They can switch it. They can switch it.
They can. Yup.
I mean, rather
just because she's a lawyer, does it, like, let's say Beast is telling the truth and that lawyer is Spider-Man's lawyer, that would be even better. Because it's Miles Morales' mother being a lawyer to Peter Parker.
And go ahead. Yep.
Imagine that. Look, that when, let's say she dies, right? Let's say Spider-Man just completely fails to save her or whatever. When we get to Miles Morales, Peter Parker can mentor him. You know what I'm saying? That would be such a good storyline.
That would be his family right there. Bro. After that, that's a family. That's a family, bro. That's an actual family. Cause like, just think about it. Mary Jane, Peter, and Miles Morales, and if they do it, and you know where I'm going at with this, bro. You know exactly where I'm going with it. And Gwen Stacy is hollering at Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if Gwen Stacy gonna be involved sooner or later. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about in the game wise. I'm talking about in the video game. So just think about that, man, because they switch up. They switch up time. They switch up the characters on their roles where they work at, or you know what I'm saying? They change their roles. You see, that's why. And I know we're getting J. Jonah Jameson in the fucking movie, and like, I can't wait to see that humor. between Peter Parker and J. Jonah Jameson, bro. Like, I'm talking about the Tobey Maguire version, yo. That shit is fucking legendary, bro. I swear.
Oh my god, this shit's I really can't wait for this movie, and it comes out when, like, it's not even a day. It's not even a day. It's
tomorrow.
It's like 12 hours, 15 hours. Well, that's I'm watching it. I'm watching it at 3:30. Okay. Tomorrow. So that will be what, like 15 hours from now. So that's like, I can't wait for this movie. And I know Game 3. Game 3. When we come back, after, let's say Sunday or whenever you've seen it,
I'm watching it.
We're going in depth. We're gonna have a 2-hour like review about that. I'm gonna watch it. I think I'm gonna watch it a third time on Saturday. Maybe
Let's watch it. How about this? Yeah, you know what? Yeah. You watch it. You watching it tomorrow at 3. I'm gonna watch it either Friday or that Saturday. How about this? Let's watch it 2 times at least 2 times or 3 times. And then let's sit down and have a whole review on it and our take on it. Because let me tell you something. Because I think I'm going to miss a few stuff on the first viewing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to miss some stuff. Because it's going to be a lot thrown at us. And I know it is. So let's watch it like 2, or like you said, like 2 times at least. And then let's do a video on it. We could do a whole 2-hour video on it. Because I'm telling you, man, and we can have some. I have my other friends that probably want to join on the call with us, and I mean they could call on the phone and then they can hear you talk. But I'm telling you, man, like this would be, I mean, crazy that it's going to be better than Endgame, bro. And not to mention, go ahead.
I don't know. I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, it's Marvel, though. It's not." Spider-Man to me, and Batman. Spider-Man and Batman to me are the best comic. Spider-Man and Batman.
Right.
Not much. I didn't really like Superman that much because Batman and what's it called, and Spider-Man were very grounded. And I love them for that.
Yeah.
I love that. And they're my. I can't even comprehend. All my favorite Spider-Mans, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland Spider-Man, all together facing my favorite villains, Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus. That would be insane, bro.
Yeah.
Like that.
See, Captain right here, you knew, bro. Okay, you said Thanos was right. Yeah, what's up, Jacob Styles? What's up, buddy? You said Thanos was right. So what you mean, Captain, is Thanos was right by trying to end all life around the universe because of the multiverse. That's what you're trying to say? Oh, I see why you say that. I see why he said that. Wow. So,
I see.
Do you think Thanos was wrong, Ken? Do you think he was wrong?
I think the idea of having multiple, like, cutting the resources.
Right.
I think cutting the resources was terrible because of one reason.
Right. That was
because once you eliminate half of the it's like when people say kill old men or kill old females.
Right.
Killing all of those people, that happens the resources you have. That happens the farmers that give you food. That happens everything. So when you talk about Thanos is right, I think Thanos was mentally he was talking about planets that were poor, that were dying out. That's what I think he was talking about.
That's what he was talking about. Right.
I think he should have used the gauntlet as much times, and because he used it twice, I believe. He used it once to eliminate half the world, and once to destroy them in the beginning of Endgame. So
he sure did.
He could have, and in eliminating half the universe, that takes a lot. So imagine he just went to every planet and gave them more resources instead of eliminating half the people. I think that would have been better to me.
If he'd done that instead.
He added resources instead of deleting people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And my thing is too, and I think, and you know what? Kang the Conqueror been mentioned on the Loki series, so who knows? Do you think honestly, I think he was trying to get rid of Kane the Conqueror or Galactus that's coming pretty soon. And Ken, think about it. They gonna fucking need Tom Holland. They gonna need Tom Holland, fucking Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield for that fucking shit. Think about that. Think about it. They gonna need a. You go ahead.
No, go ahead. Keep on.
And they're gonna need the X-Men. They're gonna need a fucking. I'm serious. They're gonna stop. Who gonna stop Galactus, bro? Who gonna fucking stop Galactus? And then look, they kept talking about it. Fantastic Four. Think about it, bro.
Bro.
Eventually.
You've seen the Celestials and the Internals.
Right, the Internals. Right, yeah.
Yeah. The Celestials. That big ass motherfucker. He wasn't even full body, and he almost took out half the planet, bro. He is. Imagine Galactus that is 2 times bigger than a Celestial coming to fight.
I wonder what's Eros's role on the next one, bro. That's gonna be insane. Cause since he was the after credits, like, you know what I'm saying, Eros, that was Thanos' brother.
Yeah, so, Eros, in Eternals.
Yeah, the Eternals
playing him, right?
Right. So. Yeah. So, and you see that, and that's another thing too, bro. He looks exactly like the guy on the comics, bro. He looks exactly like that dude on the comics. Cause that's Eros. That's how he actually looks on the comics. And that is Thanos' brother. Yep. Sure is. But you know one thing that they messed up on the Avengers movie, on the after credits? Remember, Thanos wasn't the actual model like he is today. He wasn't the same model back then. Back in 2012, he was just a regular human being with a regular hand. If you've seen the after credits, you know what I'm talking about. Because in my mind, I'm thinking Thanos is probably turning into that actual Titan, to a purple Titan, but his hand was all human. Like, I had to show you that scene that I'm talking about, because maybe it was the technology back then. But I'm just telling you this though, bro. Like, if this Spider-Man, bro, if one of my Spider-Mans die in this movie, bro, I'm gonna be mad as fuck, bro. If one of my other Spider-Mans die in this, it better not be Toby, or it better not be Andrew Garfield, bro. I'm just saying. It
wouldn't surprise me if Toby died. To have him like officially, like they planned the Spider-Man 4, right, back in 2010. They were planning one,
right,
and then it canceled because they rebooted the character, and then Andrew became, Spider-Man. So it wouldn't shock me if Tobey Maguire or if Tobey Maguire died. It wouldn't shock me. That's what shock me if he died.
But
I really hope they don't.
But you want to know what's really funny about the situation, though, Ken, since you put it like that? Is that what if this was all planned out a long time ago, bro?
To have them connect?
Exactly. What if it was all supposed to happen? Like, just think about it. The Spider-Man 1 came out back in 2002. Spider-Man 2 came out in 2004. 3 came out in 2007. Now, look, check this out. The Amazing Spider-Man movie, 2012. The same year that Avengers came out. The same year. And then you're going to come out with Amazing Spider-Man 2. That was on 2014. So, okay. So, and then remember, this was the same thing, bro. This was the same fucking scenario. Just like with Tobey Maguire. Oh, the Spider-Man 4. No. Okay. The Amazing Spider-Man 3. That didn't happen. So, I'm going to tell you this. Kevin Feige, remember, back in that time, MCU was going on when Andrew Garfield was doing movies. You got to remember that. So Kevin Feige was like, So Kevin Feige was like, you know what? Let's have our own Spider-Man here. Let's get the rights. Like, let's do our own Spider-Man. And that's what happened. But you see, and then that's when you had Venom, Morbius coming out soon. Who else are the villains they're gonna come out with next, bro? And they all gonna connect, bro. So tell me this, Ken. You tell me this, bro. Why do you think they did it like that? Because
realistically,
yeah,
I don't know. I really don't know, because like, what do you think, Gator? What do you think? Like, realistically?
I mean, like, you know, I think it was a long time coming, actually. Like, because Spider-Man is really technically the biggest character in Marvel in history, really. Because Spider-Man had more comic books back in the 60s, bro. Like, or it was in the 50s. I think it was 50s or 60s, I think it was. But he had more comics. Yeah, when Spider-Man in general that came out back in the day, Spider-Man had way more exposure than Iron Man, Captain America, or like, I'm serious, bro. He had way more comics. Just like Batman, bro. Just like Batman. Batman had more comic books than fucking Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, you name it. He had way more comics. So just think about it. Spider-Man was the #1 dude, bro. Cartoons, toys. Think about it. Spider-Man was the
90s.
Yeah, the 90s. Yeah, the 90s. Yep, the 90s
the 90s
one.
Spider-Man.
Yep.
The show, that was fire.
Yep.
There's a lot of things. Yep.
Yeah, and see, so you see, and in the video games, there's been more Spidey games. Look at the history. Look it up. There's more Spider-Man games than any other Marvel game. Think about it, bro. Think about it. The Avengers game, you know where that went, Ken. You know exactly where that went. So out of all those games, who have more exposure? Who have more shit? Spider-Man. So Kevin Feige thought about, like, you know what? Spider-Man's such a big character. Did you know, bro, that Spider-Man is the only one that actually plays his actual theme song when the Marvel Studios pop up? Na 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 na. That is a classic Spider-Man intro. Spider-Man does whatever a spider did. I mean, I swear, I'm serious, bro. That is the most biggest character that they ever had, bro. So, like, I mean, just think about it. Movies marketing, that's more than Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. Like, I mean, just think about it. Thor started getting recognized by the movies.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Thor started to get recognized. And then of course you have the best actor to play that role. But like, still. And then to have Spider-Man in the Avengers Initiative and having them in the Infinity War, that was the greatest day of my life. Because I mean, think about it. But the one thing I think that they could have done was put Wolverine, because he was also Avenger.
To be honest, this movie can really, like I talked to you this multiple times, and when you talk about the Statue of Liberty scene in the first, X-Men movie,
yeah,
and how convenient it is that we're going to fight at the Statue of Liberty, how convenient that is, that we're facing the multiverse problems, and we're facing at the Statue of Liberty, right. That we can have. That we can. That's how they might introduce, mutants. I'm not. Yeah. Well, am I saying that mutants, right? Mutants is it, or is it something else?
Yeah,
mutants,
yeah.
Right? So they can really introduce, fucking Wolverine. They can introduce multiple characters like Quicksilver. Well, they already introduced him, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they can really introduce a lot of these X-Men characters, that we haven't seen in the MCU. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that would be... Now, you see what I was saying? Now, how ironic that would be if the X-Men did pop up over there. because of the X-Men 1 movie. Exactly my point. Exactly, Ken. You're so right. And you know what's even more crazy? X-Men, if I'm correct, when Marvel started to get real deep in the Marvel movies, I believe it was started with the X-Men, because X-Men was a better high rate movie than any other past movies that was in over the years. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yep.
they did Fantastic Four. That was back in the night. That was a long time ago. That was like 94 when that came out. No, not that one. No, I'm talking about the classic ones. I can show you the whole list, Ken, when I'm talking about, because those movies back in the day were trash, bro. They were trash. Captain America back in the day, Captain America movie that came out back in 1990. Yeah, that movie, trash.
Garbage.
It was. So like, and then they did a Nick Fury movie, and that was trash. And they did the Punisher movie, and that was trash. So they came up. They done all of those movies that they couldn't come up with. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Ken? They couldn't come up with a decent Marvel movie back in those days. So when it came to the 2000s,
like Incredible Four,
right?
I mean, not the Incredible Four, the Incredible Hulk as well. You know what I'm saying? The 90s. I forgot if you remember that shit. The one with, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yep.
So like, there's a lot of movies that they didn't really perfect the formula of making a good superhero movie until maybe Blade.
Maybe Blade. Right. And you see, and you see, and if you look at the timeline, it was terrible. The race was bad. The ratings were bad on them. And then like,
that's why they had to sell to. Right. That's why they had to sell to what's his name? Sony. They had to sell
Sony.
Yep. Sell Spider-Man to Sony because Marvel was doing so badly on the comics and the movies.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad, bro. It was bad.
The X-Men characters as well to what's that company's name? Fox. They had to sell
Fox. They sell to Fox. Yep, that was Fox.
And they sell Spider-Man to Sony. Yep. So they had to do a lot of moves before they can really perfect the formula of making movies. So
and you know what's even more crazy? And the fact that when Spider-Man 1 came out with Tobey Maguire, that was right after X-Men, bro. The very first X-Men movie, bro. Like, you see, X-Men 1 came out in 2000, bro. Dawning of a new era back then. 2000, bro. X-Men movie. Then afterwards, like a year later, then you had fucking Spider-Man movie, and then you had X-Men 2, X-Men United, I think that's what it was called. And then you had that X-Men The Last Stand, which I don't, claim as much. But I mean, I don't, yeah, and that came out in 2005. But you see where I'm getting at. They were getting better. They were getting better at doing Marvel movies. They was getting better at it. So that's when Kevin Feige was like, hey, you know what? We should do an Iron Man movie. Iron Man never been on the big screen yet, so we got to do Iron Man. And then fucking what? Then you did another the Incredible Hulk movie, or it just called the Hulk movie. That came out in 2003. I remember that Hulk movie. But Spider-Man had more. Yeah, go ahead.
When we're talking about like how like the multiverse is such a crazy thing, and it's not like in the Flash we're actually having what's his name? What's that guy? The Homecoming guy that plays Vulture. I forgot what's his name.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton is coming back to play Batman in the Flash movie.
Right.
So imagine. So that's my favorite thing about comic books. That you can have so much character and story, and they can all align by saying it's a multiverse. I love that. I love
that. And listen, and who knows, bro? They probably got their inspiration from Spider-Man, bro, because just think about it, man. Like, you have fucking two legends up in that bitch. I don't care what era you came from. I'm telling you this, bro. Tobey Maguire, a legend because he did Spider-Man, bro. Andrew Garfield, a legend. He fucking did this movie. So like for on the DC timeline, I wouldn't blame them. I would do it too. I would actually do that. And I think that Flash movie gonna be really fucking awesome too.
Yeah. They're gonna probably, the Flashpoint. Yeah, well, I think we're getting out of track right now.
Oh, yeah, the Flashpoint paradox. The Flashpoint paradox.
That's another thing we gotta talk about in the future. Maybe
we gotta talk about that one. Yeah, we gotta do that Flash one. Yeah, we gotta do Flash.
I think. So how long has it been? We've been doing this for an hour. Right?
Yep.
So like,
that was good too.
How about we do this? How about we do 3 things that we think are gonna happen for sure in this movie?
Right.
Like in the Spider-Man movie.
Okay.
You don't want, like, not theories, but some things that you know for sure you think are gonna happen.
Yeah. All right. 3 things that I think that's definitely gonna happen. 1, Tobey Maguire could die.
Okay.
Yep. 2, I'm gonna say, I honestly think, damn man, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I honestly think fucking MJ could possibly die. I know you don't think so, but I think she might die too. And another thing is, I truly believe that we're going to see, damn, what was that? Dark. We're going to see the other side of Doctor Strange, that dark one, that from the What If. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
What do you think? What's your 3 things?
So the 3 things before watching the movie tomorrow, what I think is definitely gonna happen. I think Aunt May is gonna die. I think she's gonna die.
Oh, I really do think she's gonna die. Don't say that. Oh, don't say that.
Second thing. I think Dr. Octopus could turn good in this movie. I think he does. I think he will fight a villain. I think he will, because there's so much arc to what he says in the Spider-Man 1 movie that I think it just needs to happen. Number three, what I think for sure is gonna happen, my final thing, I really, and I'm saying this really, I really know that something's gonna happen to either Ned or MJ. I don't know which one. It might not, but I really hope it's not. I really hope MJ doesn't die. Like you said, I've been telling you Game 3 for the past month. I do not want MJ to die.
I don't either.
If she dies, bro, oh my god, Ned dies, that would be crazy.
No one was expecting Aunt May to die on the game.
I really think this.
No one was expecting it.
I think this movie is gonna be it's gonna be like a combination of Into the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man PS4, where it's gonna be that type of combination. You know what I'm saying? Where it's multiverse and it's gonna be some dark shit that's gonna happen. So I think I can't wait for this movie,
bro. The cliffhanger would be the biggest cliffhanger would be if they show in the Tom Holland's timeline a new Green Goblin.
Oh yeah, true. That we were talking about that a few days ago about that, yep.
Right. Remember, these villains are not in Tom Holland's timeline, bro. You see, that's what I was thinking, because, and it's right. But my thing is, I don't want the actual Norman Osborn or any other villains to pop up right now anyway. That's my personal opinion. But I would rather see this after Doctor Strange film next year, if it drops next year. And then and I think then Guardians 3 supposed to be coming out in 2023.
So we might, for the fans, we might also have theory videos or theory streams for those things before it comes out.
Before it comes out too, yeah.
Yep. Because I know we have a lot of theories. Me and Gabe have a lot of theories that don't just stick to Spider-Man. We have so much theories that stick out to, you know.
It is so much. It's so much.
We have so much things that we want to talk about, but I feel like we should save that for, you know, Multiverse of Madness, The Flash. Right. There's so much things. We can, to be honest, me and Gabe should definitely make a stream one of these days or in the future, very future, that we just talk about anything. Like, we theorize about anything, you know what I'm saying? I really think we should do that. Because we have so much theories that me get to be talking on the phone and we just be talking for like hours type shit saying.
I'm serious, man. It's a lot. So, it's a lot. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see this movie though. I really can't wait to see this movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's gonna be crazy today, tomorrow.
Yep. Well, that's about it, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. And like, we're gonna watch this movie, but like I told Ken, I think we should, and I will call you personally first. I will call you first and let you know what I think of it. You said what? What?
You should record yourself right after you finish the movie.
Okay, I recorded. Okay. I would do that. I would do that.
Your first thoughts after reacting to that movie. That'll be fine.
Yeah, I would do that.
I might do the same thing. Record what I think about after the movie. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna post it on my YouTube channel. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yep, sure. I'm gonna post it. But I'm gonna do like you said though too. I need to watch it 2 times at least. Like, and then we do a whole full stream review. Right? Because I'm gonna tell you, when I go see it for the first time, bro, there's gonna be a lot of shit thrown at me. It's gonna be a lot of shit thrown at me. So, and I ain't gonna be able to catch in time. So I'm telling you, bro, like, I know for a fact it's going to happen. Yeah, but love you guys, and we see y'all soon. Peace out.
We'll see y'all when this shit comes out. Let's go.
Bro, it's going to be hard. Yo, it's going to be hard.